Good afternoon to our distinguished guests, Rector Sir, respected judges, students, and a warm welcome to all of you. We gather here to showcase not just our linguistic prowess, but also our ability to articulate the ideas with clarity and conviction. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges, Rector Sir, and teachers, as we transition to the next phase of our elocution competition, we now turn our attention to the talented participants from Class 4. Leading this new chapter of our journey is none other than Master Rudra Singh, who is poised to regale us with his recitation, A Gentleman's Game.
The Gentleman's Game by Anonymous. Let's play cricket. Set a ball of 9. Being a gentleman's game, I said fine. So let me explain how this whole mess started, how events took place when my pal departed. I was approached by a stranger, totally unknown. He had in his hand a bag and a cell phone. By way of introduction, he said to me, for some information I gave, he'd give me a fee. What sort of info do you need? I queried. He looked around and got me worried. I was just here to play my game, not looking for glory or for fame. Just tell me how many runs you will score. To which I replied, I will try 100, maybe more. No, he cried, I've got a present for you, 100,000 to get out into. I thought he was joking. This stranger was mad. I better get moving and put on my pad. Just then, he made a call on his phone. Thank God, he and I were alone. For I dread to think what anyone would say if they heard his phone conversation that day. He said all was done and I was party to crime and a whole lot of rubbish, garbage and slime. And as he left, he topped the last shocker by placing his bag inside my locker. Now that I've finished with you, he cried, I'm off to fix the other side. The next day's headlines read in the press, our country's cricket is in a royal mess. For none of our players scored more than 2, but you know how it happened between me and you. Now eagerly awaiting the next big match where I will be paid to drop a catch. In the end, it's the public that would be the fool. They don't know cricketers graduate from acting school. Thank you.
As we continue our journey through the realms of spoken words, we're delighted to present our next participant from Class 4, Vedant Tebrawal. With a blend of enthusiasm and determination, Vedant steps out in his prestigious stage to share with us his recitation of "The Weather is Perfect for Running."
Good Weather by Ken Nesbitt. The weather is perfect for running, so maybe I'll go for a jog. Except I'm a little bit tired, so maybe I'll walk the dog. But he seems too hyper for walking. He looks kind of hard to control, so maybe I'll leave him at home and go for a leisurely stroll. But all of my socks are too dirty and all of my shoes are untied, so maybe I'll sit on the front porch, or maybe I'll just stay inside. I see that my kitten is purring and wants to curl upon my lap. It wouldn't be right to prevent her from getting her afternoon nap. It's comfortable here on the sofa. My pillows are cozy and deep. The weather is perfect for running, so that's why I'm going to sleep.
As we embark on the next leg of our literary journey, we come to the stage, welcome to the stage, Wadi Ahmad from Everest House. Wadi brings with him the spirit of curiosity and imagination as he prepares to recite Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody, anonymous. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse. Who does the mischief that is done in everybody's house? There's no one ever sees his face, and yet we all agree that every plate we bake was cracked by Mr. Nobody. 'Tis he who always cheers our books, who leaves the door ajar. He pulls the buttons from our shirt and scatters pins afar. That squeaking door will always squeak. For pity, don't you see? We leave the oiling to be done by Mr. Nobody. He puts damp wood upon the fire that kettles cannot boil. His are the feet that bring in the mud and all the carpets soil. The peppers always are mislaid. No one had them last but he. There is not one tosses them about but Mr. Nobody. He puts down the finger marks upon the door by none of us are made. We never leave the blinds unclosed to let the curtains fade. The ink we never spill. The boots lying around you see are not our boots. They all belong to Mr. Nobody. They all belong to Mr. Nobody.
In the realm of literature, Vikram Seth's verses stands as a testament to his unparalleled wit and keen observation of the human condition. Today, Shreyansh Raut steps onto this esteemed stage to bring to life the whimsical tale of the louse and the mosquito.
The Louse and the Mosquito by Vikram Seth. In the king's bed crept the louse, lived in her ancestral house. They had dwelt here as a flight of 3 decades, and each night she and her enormous brood drank the king's blood for their food. One day, a mosquito flew through the window. As he drew closer to the velvet bed, canopied with gold, he said, "Lovely, just the place for me. Ah, what perfume! Let me see." So he jumped up and somehow in the parabolic leap landed not too far from creep. "So, mosquito, flap your wings and leave at once. This bed's the king's. Who may you be, Lady Louse? I am the guardian of this house. Let me sleep here for one night, and I'll catch the morning flight." "Well, come in," she said at last. "But tonight you'll have to fast, for on no account may you bite him, as we're trained to do. We can drink and cause no pain, loss of royal sleep or stain. You, I fear, would cause all three. I can't risk my family. Just one bite, I ask no more, for I've learned from learned lore that the royal blood contains remedies for aches and pains. Save me, I'm in broken health." Well, finally, the louse agreed. "Right, but pay close heed. Yes, 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 that's all old hat said, Sir Leap. I know all that he. Keep your still advice," he smiled. "Seriously, I'm not a child." It was only afternoon, fairly early, fairly soon, when the king came for a snooze. Lay down on the bed and sighed. The mosquito almost died of excitement, shock and sweat. "No!" the louse cried. "Not yet, but too late." Rushing to the rash attack, leapt upon the royal back. With fierce and fiery sting, deeply dipped the dozing king. "Help! A scorpion! A snake! I've been bitten!" Search the bed and strike the creature dead. When they made a close inspection, the mosquito fall detection, but the louse clan could not flee. All were killed without ado. Meanwhile, the mosquito flew out, looking out for further prey, humming madly on his way. Thank you.
In class 4 category, in the third place is Rudra Singh. The second place is secured by Shreyans Rao. That means there is a joint winner, Vedant Tepriwal and Wadi Ahmed.
Before we transition to the next phase, I humbly request our judges to hand over the score sheet to Mr. Chetri.